Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Thursday. We got 8 matchups on this NBA slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead and turn on those notification bells. If you guys want to hop on my premium private Discord, get all the parlays I'm running every day, go ahead and hop in there in the link below. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Decent sized slate today. Starting with the Utah Jazz versus the Detroit Pistons. Jazz opening up as a 1-point road favorite with the over-under at 235.5. Jazz coming into this matchup 10-18. Detroit 2-25. Head-to-head, Utah 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Looks like Detroit's getting Isaiah Stewart, Killian Hayes back. Not that it really matters, I guess. Utah coming off a Cleveland loss. Detroit obviously still looking for their first win in months. Utah 6-1 on the road against Detroit, 12-2 against Detroit. I mean, if there's ever a game for Detroit to win, it's this one against the Jazz. I mean, this is definitely an even matchup for them, a definitely winnable game. But for me, until I see it, I got to take the Jazz. I would much rather be wrong on this pick than any other pick. I'm not hunting for Detroit's first win. They really are that bad. And even against this pretty banged up, not so good Jazz team, I just still feel like the Pistons are going to find a way to lose this game and keep the losing streak going. So until I can see them get points, get wins, I just can't back the Pistons. I can't do it. Give me the Jazz money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the New Orleans Pelicans versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pelicans opening up as a 1.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 229. Pelicans coming into this matchup 16-12. The Cavs also 16-12. Head-to-head, the Pelicans 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. It looks like Valanciunas, Zion, Herbert Jones are all questionable with an illness. We'll see how that plays out. Donovan Mitchell questionable with an illness. A lot of illnesses going around here for this matchup. Pelicans coming off that crazy loss against Memphis where Ja Morant went wild. Cleveland on a little 3-game winning streak, coming off a Jazz win. Pelicans, I mean, they're very good head-to-head against Cleveland here. Yeah, we're going to see what these illnesses look like. For me, as long as Valanciunas and Zion are suiting up, I got to roll with the Pelicans here. Coming off a brutal loss, I think they bounce back here. As long as they have both those guys in the lineup, give me the Pelicans -1.5 in money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Indiana Pacers versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Grizzlies opening up as a 2.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 247.5. Pacers coming into this matchup 14-13. The Grizzlies 7-19. Head-to-head, Memphis they're 3-0 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any major injuries here. Pacers coming off a big Charlotte win yesterday, 144-113. Memphis coming off a big win against the Pelicans, big comeback win. One they were down by a lot, and Ja Morant looked really great in his return. Looked like he never left. I think he's going to give this Memphis team some life. Not sure if it's going to be enough to make a playoff push. Probably not, with how bad their record is. But definitely going to I think he's definitely going to turn it around. And Pacers coming off a back-to-back last night. Yeah, Ja Morant going to have the crowd fired up at home. Give me Memphis -2.5 in money line at home here. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder opening up as a 4.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 236. Clippers coming into this matchup 17-10. The Thunder 17-8. Head-to-head, OKC 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Paul George is questionable. He did miss yesterday's game in their win against Dallas. Clippers are hot. They're on a 9-game winning streak right now. Yeah, they're playing lights out right now. OKC OKC's playing well too. They are 6-2 in their last 8. Coming off a back-to-back though, we're gonna see what happens. They're 2-7 covering against the Thunder, 1-10 on the road against the Thunder. Feel like on a back-to-back, we'll see if they choose to rest anybody like Kawhi or Harden. You know how Kawhi is with back-to-backs. I like the Thunder at home. I think it's a good spot for them. I know Clippers are playing unbelievable on a 9-game winning streak. I just feel like they're going to rest some people. And OKC hasn't played in 3 days. And they've been very good against the Clippers at home, especially. Yeah, I'm really liking the Thunder -4.5 in money line at home here. Next matchup, we got the Orlando Magic versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks opening up as a 7-point home favorite with the over-under at 236. The Magic coming into this matchup 16-10. The Bucks 20-7. Head-to-head, the Bucks are 9-1 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any injuries here. It says Giannis is questionable. Be sure to check Giannis' status. That'd be huge if he does miss this game. Magic coming off a bad Miami loss last night. Bucks, they're hot right now. They're on a 5-game winning streak, coming off a big Spurs win. Orlando 0-6 on the road against Milwaukee. 1-14 against Milwaukee. They have not been able to beat the Bucks pretty much ever. And yeah, as long as Giannis is playing, give me the Bucks -7 in money line at home. Next matchup, we got the San Antonio Spurs versus the Chicago Bulls. Bulls opening up as a 4.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 229. Spurs coming into this matchup 4-22. The Bulls 12-17. Head-to-head, Chicago 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. It looks like Victor Wembanyama good to go. He did miss last game, so they do got Victor back. Spurs coming off a Bucks loss. They did lose to Chicago about 6 games ago, 121-112. Chicago on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a big dominating win against the Lakers last night. Assuming they don't rest anybody, Chicago looking pretty good, 3-1 in their last 4. Since Levine hasn't been playing, I don't know, Bulls have been playing pretty solid right now. And yeah, I think I'm going to take a shot with the Bulls -4.5 in money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota opening up as a 6-point home favorite with the over-under at 225. Lakers coming into this matchup 16-13. Minnesota 20-6. Head-to-head, the Lakers are 2-1 in the last 3 head-to-head meetings. Anthony Davis is questionable. He got a little banged up last game. And they're already 6-point underdogs with both teams coming off a back-to-back. The line seems very sketchy to me. I just have a feeling maybe LeBron or AD is going to be out. And you've seen when one of them is out, they're horrible. They're on a 3-game losing streak coming off a Bulls loss. Minnesota coming off a bad Philly loss. I mean, a beat drop 50 on them. You know, definitely tough. And we'll see if Minnesota's resting anybody. That's the thing about these matchups, guys. Back-to-backs, you might not know until an hour before, or even less, 30 minutes before. So I just see the line being 6-point favorites, and knowing the Lakers' history, I feel like they're going to be without AD or LeBron, one of the two. They're already 1-7 covering against Minnesota. So if this does, if this is true and one of those stars are out for the Lakers, yeah, I've seen what they do. They are very bad without both players on the court. Give me Minnesota -6 in money line at home. Then the last matchup, we got the Washington Wizards versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Blazers opening up as a 3.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 241. Wizards coming into this matchup 4-22. Blazers 7-19. Head-to-head, Portland 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Washington on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a Sacramento loss. Portland coming off a big Phoenix win. They finally have everybody healthy. And on paper, this is a very, very solid starting 5 with DeAndre Ayton, Brogdon, Anthony Simons, who's just been a hot, sharpshooter here. They have a solid little unit when they're all healthy. And this Washington team is just terrible. 2-7 against Portland. 2-7 covering against Portland here. Now, I don't really love the Blazers all that much, just in general, but with the lineup they have right now, when all their guys are healthy and Jeremy Grant, this is actually a very competitive and good starting five. It really is. And yeah, I think this is a winnable game for Portland at home. Maybe Portland -3.5 in money line here. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Thursday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Friday. Have a good one.